Hi, these are the fat marker designs for Print My Blog Pro when you're creating a new project. So when you create a new project, you'll go to a page that looks a little bit like this, with a text field at the top that says project name. And then after that, you'll choose the format, maybe formats of your project. So there could be digital, PDF could be one of them, or maybe print PDF, and others like EPUB, etc. So from this page, you'll enter the project name, check off which format you want, and then also for each of those, you could pick its design. And I think this will probably be a button or a link that when you click it, takes you to a new page for you to choose the design. I suppose here it'll say what the current design is. So like the default would be something called, I don't know, default. Something more exciting maybe, but anyway, so you click that and it would take you to a new page, which would be a bit like choosing a theme in WordPress. So there'd be a whole bunch of different designs and etc. And there'll be a cute little image of the design, and there'll be the name, and then like a little blurb explaining how this design is cool. So for example, if we're in digital designs, this one could be like a white paper type design where there's a full page background image on the first page and different background images on the other pages, and whatever other things that whoever made the design think would be cool. And I guess this one here would probably be the top left would usually be the pre-chosen or the current one, in our case default design. And so I guess there will be a sort of preview button, just like, too small, a preview button, just like in WordPress themes, and then a customize or edit button. And for all the other ones though that aren't chosen right now, there can be another cute little image and some text, title and text, and another preview button, and then probably like an activate or use button. So when you click that activate button, it switches it to being the new chosen one, the chosen one. Anyways, but so all the rest of them are kind of like this too. All these different designs, maybe like what could some of the other designs be? Well, the other ones could be like a design for I guess a book. So it'd be more like pagination would be more important. There wouldn't be backgrounds. I don't know, maybe different page sizes. These sort of things make a lot, or especially with print, print PDFs, I can think of lots of different designs. You can think of a more magazine type design or something like that. Anyways, I don't want to make this too long. When you click edit, it takes you to a new page. So it'll be edit default design would be the page, what I would say. Well, here, I'll bring this over here. Default design. And there might be a bunch of settings like page size. There'll be a bunch of settings about that, and maybe there might be options for where to put the pages, or maybe say margins. Anyways, there could be lots and lots of different settings, and maybe there'll be options for footnotes in case you want footnotes in the digital one, or you just want to have links. Yeah, so there can be lots and lots of settings. And there'll be a save button. And when you click save, it'll save it. And it'll send you back. Maybe to this page here where you're choosing your design. Or it might just bring you all the way back here. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, but that's how you would choose and configure your design. And then you'd come back to this first page here, which still has your project name, your formats. Your design would be updated, like if you changed it to a different design or not. And then there'd be metadata, be another section, and so you'd be able to edit the book metadata, and there'd be a link there. Let's send you off down here. And what sort of metadata might there be? Well, you might want to have a book title. You might want to like have a different title than what the project name is. For example, if you have lots of, say you're making multiple versions of a book and you want it all to have the same title, but you want to internally be able to keep track of them differently. So they might be different projects, but they might have the same title, like rules, and a subtitle. And what else might you want? That's sort of book metadata. Well, if it's a PDF, if it's an ebook, you're going to want lots of stuff like, you're going to need lots more metadata. You're going to need to know like an author name and the category. That's a drop-down thing. Lots of things that you could be choosing there. And when you click save, it takes you back here again. And lastly, there's of course the book content. So maybe here it'd have a summary saying 123 sections or something like that. And then there will again be a button to edit it. When you click it, it takes you to another page. And this would be similar to what I have right now. So it would be all of your available content. So that's stuff you can choose to include in your book. And then here there'll be your book's main content. So here's a bunch of options for stuff to include. Maybe there'll be a little button you can press to show some filters. And so you drag your content over and you order it like this. And for books or formats where this applies, which might apply to all of them, I'm not sure. But maybe. There will also be front matter, so you'll be able to add and organize front matter and back matter. Front matter being stuff that is like an introduction or table of contents or preface, or either front matter or back matter kind of about the author, or they can just be blank and you just skip it. Usually front matter is numbered differently with like Roman numerals, whereas the main content is the regular numbers. Anyway, so you move those back and forth and you arrange your content as you like. And somewhere there will again be a save button, which you click and it brings you back here again. And then at the bottom there'll be some sort of section for generate content. So this again might have some summary content. It might say last generated on such a date, or it might say, I might be able to detect when, say you generated your book or your PDF, but you afterwards updated one of the posts. We might be able to detect when that happens. So it'd say, I don't know, it could say regenerate or something. Anyways, but I have a button which you click, it takes you to a different page. Put it here. And then here will be all the different options for the different formats. So here's their digital PDF format, and there will be a button if you haven't ever generated it before, you click this and click generate, and then the new options that would appear afterwards would be to view the HTML that gets generated directly from Print My Blog, or a test PDF. So that's PDF generated by DocRaptor with the sort of the watermark on it. And lastly, there'd be a, I guess, final PDF, or the for realsies PDF, which you click and would actually, this incurs a cost to someone anyway, so you don't want to use this directly until you've checked that it's good. And this will take you to the HTML page or generate the PDFs, and there'll be the other formats that you may want. There are other buttons just like that. And yeah, I think that's the plan. Let me know what you think.